What is going on, you guys? A bit of a reaction video here, just because I have been getting quite a bit of feedback, and I do want to kind of, clarify what is going on with my account, because everyone's been speculating, oh, I must be spending because I have 3,800 cores now. And if you guys recall, just actually a little over a week ago, we'll just say 7 days for now, there was about 6,000 core spent actually on Black Knight, free to play, getting him into my account. But now all of a sudden I have built up not only more than half of it back, but it must mean that I must be spending in the game. No, guys. So my apologies for the clickbait, but in today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly how I've earned the 3,800 power cores completely free to play. And it's also the reason I've been posting almost every day in my my community post side, because I do want to maintain my transparency. I am shocked by how fast you can actually get cores in the game if you're hunting whales. Hunting whales? What do you mean by that, Rage? Well, there is whales up here that are in my ranking, in my arena, that unfortunately they're just not as, they either don't care or they've built up defenses that they think are impenetrable. And this has really been kind of, really where I've been building up the majority, I would say 90% of my power cores, right? Especially if you land in the number one spot like myself, you're getting 500 cores per day. Absolutely crazy, guys. 500 cores over the span of a week, you can easily hit what I have right now on my account. But there's more detail than that, though. I haven't been getting number one every single day, right? And I'm going to show you guys everything here, but I want to walk you first through how you should be getting power cores and how I actually built up this 3,700 balance over time, over the span of a week, right? It's quite easy when you are doing well in arena, but everything else also matters. So couple things I do want to point out here. So for instance, milestones here, if you guys are going through consistently, and this is why I've recommended in my past videos that you should be spending at least 2.3 or 2.7 million gold per day. But really, if you want to true min-max the value of this, you should be stopping at milestone 7 if you don't want to be spending at all in the game. Because look, you're getting the 15 power cores there, and everything else you've claimed after that. There's some power cores in milestone 2, milestone 3, and then milestone 5. That's about 60 per day. 60 per day is going to be about 420. I'm going to map this out in table so that way you guys can see more visually. But I want to first show you where all the power cores are coming from. So this one can generate, 400-ish over the span of a week. We next have the daily objectives here, right? If you're going through the different daily objectives, and assuming you're doing the streak and so forth, it's pretty easy to see. But let me show you. I think there's a couple of these ones that do have power cores. There's 10 right there. There's another 5 right there, and that's 15. That's 25 right there. And then there should be another 25, giving you 50 per day, as you can see, right? So 50 per day, 7 days, around 350-ish, right? You're going to be getting, just these two alone, the milestone, and as well as the daily, you're getting close to 800 in the span of a week. So all these little bits do add up. Now let's check this. I haven't reviewed this in quite some time, but if you go to the Save the World one too, I do believe there's a little bit in here. 5, 10... 15. I'm usually around 800 energy, so 30. 30 times 7 is relatively where I hit. That's another 200 right there. Okay, and then the bulk of it, and then that's pretty much it, right? The only other thing I can think of that kind of boosted my overall power cores is the vampire volt that we have right now. So I wonder if that's actually still in my inbox. But if you guys recall, make sure you guys are going through the Marvel Strike Force website, because every single day when there has been this character poll, you're getting 50 cores per day for just voting. So again, that's going to be like another 300, 350, depending on if you hit it every single day. I think it's live right now, by the way. So make sure, if this is a good reminder for you folks, get into your game, make sure you're hitting the vote, because you're going to be getting additional power cores and energy per day, right? This is big. So another 300 added there. If you're thinking about the span of a week here, 6 days, 7 days, or whatever. And then finally, let me show you kind of the history, right? And again, I've been consistently in the top 10 in arena, so all this is counted. So let me show you kind of the history, so that way you guys can do your own math as well, and I'm going to reconcile it with you. If I got a reward, so yeah, I got the rank 1 yesterday. I got the rank 1 the day before as well. It was back to back, so I'm on a bit of a streak right now, so I'm going to keep this going as much as I can. But that's kind of how I figured out. This is when I'm starting to figure out the new meta here with Black Knight and utilizing these counters. Again, I'm going to link everything below, guys, so that way if you are interested in how I've been doing so well in arena, it's really just knowing who you're up against and timing those finishes right until the reset happens, and it guarantees you the reward. We got rank 3 right there. And then this is kind of the back and forth, right? Another rank 4 right there. This is when I probably would be starting to figure out how to climb even higher. So I got rank 12. That's when I was trying to figure out the new meta, especially with Black Knight. And obviously the new counters on rank 9 again. I don't know if it goes that far back to all the full week. Rank 4 again. So guys, like it's really been the arena that's been absolutely crushing it for me. So now that I've showed you kind of all the different parts of how I've been earning power cores in the game, let's math it out. Now let me show you why this 37.96 is completely free to play. It's just more how you play the game, right? So chart wise, let's take a look. Golden milestone, 60 per day, that's 420. Daily objective, that's 50 per day, 350. Arena, we were close to actually 2600 here. I believe if my math is correct, it's pretty darn close. And then we have the vampire vote here at 350. And then finally, last but not least, we also have that new component that I was taking a look at here, which is the what was it, the Save the World, giving us close to 4,000 power cores. So I'm actually, if anything, I'm actually under it because of the fact that I did finally start spending power cores yesterday on incursion energy to hit the Black Knight event, right? So you can see how close it is, guys. So yeah, sorry, apologies here for the clickbait, but no, I am not spending in the game. This is just you playing the game. And actually, to be honest, what saved me a bit was because there's not really anything that needs power cores usage in the game right now, with the exception of if you want to be partaking in the incursion event. But for the time being, that's the only way I'm spending power cores right now. But more on that topic, actually, guys. If you have had a chance to go through the Sword Satellite and so forth, it's definitely proving to be a very difficult event right now because of the fact that you do need the 4 or 5 yellow stars requirement to participate. It's still a free to play event. It's just not beginner friendly. It's not mid-game friendly even. You do need wider and deeper rosters. I've also made kind of a easy sim guide from floor 1 to floor 20, but again, I'm in a different state because I am in the end game. It's still a free to play event, but I want to make that clear here that just because an event is free to play does not necessarily mean that it's going to be accessible for everybody in the game. For those of you that are wanting to unlock Black Knight, I almost want to say, and especially now that I've shown you kind of the math of how I've added up all the power cores and earned it in my account, I almost want to say that this Knight of the Round orbs might be the easier way to do it, because you'll be getting at least a minimum of 6 shards. If you're doing this, and in conjunction with going through the concursion campaign energy, it may be able to get you enough orbs for its unlock, assuming there's a bit of RNG. Still better than nothing, but having said that, I also want to point out, make sure you guys are participating in Sword at least once, so that way you are going to be getting, oh, they don't have it here for preview, but there is there should be a leaderboard component with Sword, right? So I don't think I see that here because they're going to be releasing it later, but just something to be mindful of. You'll be getting a bare minimum shards. I don't believe there's a minimum requirement, but just something to be mindful of. But hopefully this video helps you guys. Hopefully it sheds some light, because I've been getting quite a bit of feedback here. And, you know, last but not least, I don't even think there's an offer for exactly the amount of cores I have anyways, right? Let me take a look. 750. Yeah, I guess like some folks could have assumed I bought maybe the 1580 pack twice or something, but no, this game's just too expensive, guys. I'm gonna keep staying free to play, especially when you can see how well I'm doing. There's no need to spend if you don't need to, but again, I do recognize that I am in a unique position in the game where I have a lot of the end game content and roster, but I think what's telling is my TCP, right? Remember where I rank with my opponents. Folks are easily 20-30 million above my TCP. This is the ultimate gauge, truly, if you're a spender, and this is my TCP over the last 4 years. So you can see it doesn't you know, obviously progress as fast because we're playing at our own pace and we're playing with the resources that we're trying to min-max. So hopefully this sheds some light. Hopefully this helps you guys. And again, do let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully this gives you more insight on how I've earned this many power cores over the span of just a week, and I'll continue to grow it. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.